welcome to this hypnosis session I've created for you to help you get some of the improvements you want in your life. So by being here and listening to me, you're agreeing to be hypnotized. And by following all the instructions I give you, you are accepting the benefits of this hypnosis session. So when you are ready, find yourself a comfortable position, somewhere you will not be disturbed. And if you need to, pause the recording to get ready. And now that you're ready, just sit back, relax, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just allow your eyes to close.
And as you breathe out, you can go deeper and deeper, relaxed, each time you breathe out. Now I wonder how long it is since you believed in magic. If it was way back when you were just a small child. Or maybe you still do believe in magic. Just like me. I see it every day, it's all around. And you only have to look. There's even magic in the way that you can be so quiet, so still, looking as if you are sound asleep, and yet amazingly alert and aware behind those closed eyelids. Of course, it's not the stillness and the quietness that is magical, nor is it the closed eyelids. It's that amazing awareness. Nobody can even begin to properly explain what that is or how it works, even though we all know what it feels like. We all know how to send our thoughts to anywhere we want to. A part of our own body, the big toe perhaps, or the very top of your head. But our thoughts don't have to stay where our body is, because in an instant, in a dazzling flash, you can be thinking about something that happened years ago, or something that hasn't even happened yet. And that's a magical thing, how we can be in one place, one moment in our thoughts, then thousands of miles and many years away in the very next split second. Our thoughts moving faster than the speed of light, faster than time itself, as if time did not exist. And we can even imagine something that nobody has ever experienced, just something that we can think of, like swimming in a silken sea of golden mist on a distant planet, where we are so light that we float in the atmosphere like a feather floating on the breeze. Or imagine starting to look into a crystal until you find a whole universe there. A universe where there are other lives and other beings with their own magical thoughts. And it's a sort of magic that lets you hear a name being whispered quietly in a room full of people, when you weren't even paying attention. And there's magic that is part of your body too. The magic that lets you see or hear something that isn't there, or lets you stay alive without you even trying. Without even having to try, your body does that so well. And the most brilliant scientist in the world cannot make even the most primitive form of life, and yet two very ordinary people can create the most complex form of life that ever existed in this world, on this planet. And that happens millions of times a day, every day. And that is definitely a sort of magic. Because every cell in the human body carries the very same magic and carries the message for the same magic to be repeated. It's almost like a magic spell, because each cell knows that it has to reproduce another cell that is exactly the same as itself. So a hair cell creates another hair cell, while a nail cell creates another nail cell, and a skin cell creates more skin. And all of this happens all the time, every split second of every day of your life, and has been happening for millions upon millions of years in every human being that ever existed. And as you continue to listen to the sound of my voice, bring you deeper and deeper. Everybody is fascinated by magic, which is why there are so many stories about magical beings, men who can fly faster than a speeding bullet and see through brick walls, creatures with wings and claws and fiery breath, or perhaps with the head of an animal and the body of a man. Mythical ancient creatures who live in the silent depths of the sea, or on the slopes of a mountain in a remote corner of our world. And there's Merlin, with his magician's hat and his magical cape, with the stars and the moon, weaving spells and casting them around him in a dazzling display of light and colour. And these things are magic, and yet still the most magical thing in your own subconscious mind, that deep part of your mind, deeper than the deepest ocean, even more magical than Merlin, that part of your mind that can actually make the most amazing things happen for you if you want it to. You only have to tell it exactly, specifically what you want to happen, and that powerful subconscious of yours will work its magical spell as long as you tell it what you want to happen, and not what you're afraid might happen instead. Just be specific. Once your subconscious mind knows what you want to happen, it can set about making those things a reality. And it will work as hard as it possibly can to make your dreams come true. And we can help that along with another sort of magic called hypnosis. You can't see it, you can't touch it, and most of the time you certainly cannot feel it, and you won't even know it's there, but it works like magic now. And as you are so relaxed there, following all my instructions, with me as your guide, I would like you to imagine you are in a movie theatre with a big wide panoramic screen. And you are sitting in that movie theatre exactly where you want. And in front of you are two buttons, one with start on it. Notice the button with start on it. Notice the shape of the button.
And what colour is that button? Now the other button is even bigger, and it says stop on it. Notice what colour and shape the stop button is now. The start button works by you pressing it, and the stop button works not only by you pressing it, but also just by thinking stop, or by wanting it to stop. So that by using the stop button, you will stop the movie and the hypnosis, so that you will be in a complete control at all times, as I am only your guide. So now that you understand the controls, you can press the start button. And as you press the start button, on the screen you see the dream. The dream being played out like a movie on that panoramic screen, watching it from where you are sitting, where you have chose to sit. And it is the dream on that screen that you've been curious about its message or meaning. And as you are in hypnosis, your mind magnifies and works at great speed. So you can watch this dream once or as many times as you need, at great speed, to discover its message or meaning. And as you do that, I will keep quiet for a time, and then I will come back to guide you back to full awareness with a new understanding about that dream, feeling wonderful. So now it's time to start by pressing the button. And now that you've been watching that dream, what have you seen? Who is in the dream? What have you heard? What special meaning or understanding do you get from that dream? Does that dream solve a particular issue or problem for you with your new understanding of what that dream is about? Perhaps you discover something you need to do in your everyday life. As you have discovered exactly the meaning of that dream that you've been having. So when you are ready, bring yourself back to full awareness, bringing all the energy back into your body. Bring yourself back to full awareness in your own way, in your own time, feeling wonderful.